Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how I'm using the Extraordinary Flora photopolymer stamp set to make a card. So the first thing you need to do is you need a piece of 5.5 by 3.25 paper. It doesn't have to be, it can be a little bit bigger, but that's a great size for the die and the stamp set. So I have the large block. It is block F that I'm going to use. If you don't have an F block, you can use any clear plastic thing, or you can actually take this, put it on a sticky surface like my glass mat, and bring the paper to it and stamp it that way. I am going to do that with my block anyway, so if you have a glass mat, you can do that. You don't have to have this block. So the best way to use these is to bring, if you are using a block, is to bring the block to the photopolymer stamp, because they can get a little twisted if you put it on with your hands. All right, so now you want to see, and you notice I have it there. So I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator many years ago, from 2009 to 2013. So some of the products you're going to see I have from years and years ago, which tells you the quality of Stampin' Up! Products is really amazing. This Memento ink pad I have had since 2000, probably 12, and I just have a bottle of the refill, and I just refill it, and it's the same stamp pad I have had for all those years. So I am going to take my ink and I'm going to bring it to the stamp. When you have a big image like this, it's better to bring the stamp pad to the image. You want to make sure you have it all stamped up, and then I always like to store that upside down, so I'm going to close that upside down. Then you want to take your paper and lay it on top. Make sure you don't move it around. I like to use my brayer to get it inked up, to make sure it inks everything up. So I'm just going to use my brayer, ink it up, and then you just want to carefully take a corner and quickly pick it up. And that inked very nicely. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big shot, get ready for the big shot. So I'm going to use my die, and I'm going to line that up on here. So let's see, looks like it goes like that. So I'm going to make sure I have it lined up the best that I can. Take some, I like to use some Post-it tape, or you can use Post-it notes. I like to use the tape and tape it down so that it doesn't move around when I get it in the big shot. I am going to get my big shot out, open it up, and when you're making the sandwich for this, you want to use plate 1, plate 2. I have one that says bottom because the bottom does get a lot of marks in it. As you can see, this one says top, and I've used it for the bottom a couple times mistakenly, so that one's not perfect. But you just want to make a sandwich with that. Run it through the big shot. You have so many things that you can use for a card. So sometimes they stick a little bit, but look at everything that you have to make cards with. You can make several cards with this. Now, did anyone get the washi tape? All right, that's my next video. I'm going to show you how to use the washi tape to make more amazing cutouts that you don't even have to color. But I like both. Now the Post-it tape, I stick it up here. I have a little ledge and I use that over and over again. So this is amazing. Look at all that I have that I can put in a little storage container, color it, and I will show you in one of my next videos how I use these to make cards.